Hello everyone, this is Name with Family Travel Africa, and I'm here with Aze'e, and we're doing one of our fun videos again this morning. Today we're going to talk about
the ships of the desert.
The ships of the desert, and that would be the
Camels.
All right. Well, let's talk about the camel because we got a chance to learn a lot about it. Are you ready?
Yes.
So we will be right back talking about the ships of the
desert. Camel.
So we're going to talk camel. The things we want to find out are what kinds or types of camels there are, and where do they live, and what else?
The difference between them.
And we're probably going to talk about some other stuff too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you already know all the answers. Not fair. Okay, let's talk about it. You have two types of camels. The first one is the
Dromedary.
The dromedary. And tell me more about the dromedary.
It has one hump.
Okay, so it's got one hump, and there's a trick to this, right? So for the dromedary, if you turn D on its side, you get one hump. So that's how it's a good way to remember that dromedary has one hump, right? And where can you find the dromedary, Aze'e?
North Africa.
Where else? The one you saw in Kenya, where was it? East Africa, right? So it kind of moved there, yeah. But they are native to North Africa, Arabia, and India, right? And they carry heavy loads, right? Mm-hmm. So they can carry up to 200 kilograms on their backs.
Wow.
That's a lot. It can also walk about 4 kilometers an hour. You remember when we did a 5K?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's 5 kilometers. And if you're going really fast, you do it in about 30 minutes. That's when you're huffing and puffing and going really fast, right? So it can almost do a 5K in an hour just walking with 200 kilos on its back. So that's a whole lot. Yeah, it's pretty effective. And so tell me more. How many dromedary camels do we think there are in the world now?
13 million?
13 million, it's right there. And so it's one of those things where because the dromedary camel can carry so much weight and can move so well across the desert, there's so many more of them, right? Because they're super valuable to people who are trying to move things across the desert. Tell me what the other camel is called. Do you remember? This is a little tricky to say. It's the Bactrian.
Bactrian.
So the Bactrian camel, how many humps?
2.
And we remember that because if you turn that B on its side,
it's 2.
2 humps. That's pretty cool, right?
One that's small, one that's big.
Yeah. I didn't think about it that way. That's it. And you can find them in China, Mongolia, Kazakhstan.
Carries less than dromedary and moves slower. What's 90?
So 950 Bactrian camels are left. And that's mostly in the Gobi Desert, which is southern Mongolia, northern China area. Would you like to have a camel for a pet? I don't think I'd let you, but it's a good thought, right? So let's talk about why or why not we would want to have a camel as a pet. Why would we want to have a camel? What's so cool about them? What's great?
Camel milk is delicious.
You're on the milk part. So camel milk is delicious. I don't think I've tried it, and you haven't tried it either.
Yeah.
But we hear it's pretty good. And so that's the camel milk. And you can use camel poop to start a campfire.
Right.
And then you can use the wool. It can be used to make clothes. Now, these are not also practical reasons why we would want to get a camel. I think we're good without a camel. But if you did have a camel, they can be difficult, right?
Yep.
Why?
Can be difficult because pets can bite, kick, and spit.
Camels as pets can bite, kick, and spit on you, especially if you're trying to make them do something they don't want to do. Yep. And they do need a lot of food, so your grocery bill is going to be super high because you got to buy a lot of food. Because they can eat 12 kilograms of food every day. That's a lot.
Yep, that's way more than lion.
I don't know for sure. Are you sure? We'll have to talk about the lion pretty soon because I want to know how much a lion can eat in a day. I mean, I think they can really, if they really, have a feast, they could probably get up there. That's a lot.
And more.
Yeah, or more. We'll find out. Maybe we do lion next.
Yay!
So they can drink tons of water.
Yup, more than a human.
Oh yeah, 114 liters in 10 minutes. That's pretty fast too.
Yup.
Now they keep a lot of water as well. This is why they're able to stay in the hot desert for so long. Okay, so how long can they go without drinking water? 3 weeks?
3 weeks.
3 weeks. And what I thought was really cool is if you had a sandstorm in the desert, they can close their nostrils to avoid the sand getting in their nose. And I think that's pretty cool because sandstorms can last up to an hour sometimes. Yeah. So, I mean, that means they can kind of hold their breath for a long time, right?
Yeah, but we can't. We can only...
I think I just wear a face mask or cover my face. So at least I can breathe without getting the sand in my...
Or if it was a sandstorm here, they would have we would need a basement already.
It'd be nice to be in a basement during a sandstorm. So camels can live to be 40 years old.
That's way, well, you're already 40 years old.
So it's not that old.
Yeah.
How old are you?
6.
And so another cool fact, you know that in the desert, there's not a lot of green and not a lot of vegetation for camels to eat. So they can eat these thorn bushes. It's like eating cactus, and they eat these thorn bushes and they don't hurt their lips. So that's pretty good, because those thorn bushes, they have the most water they're going to get out of anything they eat. So good for the camel that it can eat that, get some water out of it, some nutrition, and not hurt its mouth. I think that's pretty cool. All right, we are almost done because Aze'e already answered this question. What's in the camel's hump, Aze'e?
Fat.
Fat is stored from the food it eats, and this is how it can go for 3 weeks in the desert, walking without eating. That's a long time. So if there's a big hump, what does that mean?
Well fed.
It means it's eaten pretty well. And then if it's a small kind of slumping hump, it means it probably needs a break from all that work and some food, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. And now you're going to answer the last question is, why do we call them
fishes of the desert?
Okay, and the answer is?
They carry heavy loads like desert cargo ships do across the seas, oceans. Except they don't go in the ocean. Yeah,
so you call them ships. So ships, like cargo ships, they move all this heavy loads from, one continent to another. And so we are pretty much done with our talk about camels. And I have a couple people who want to thank you for watching. And you want to say goodbye? Bye-bye.
And stay tuned for Mama Boo Boo and Aze'e. Bye-bye.
So thanks for watching. As always, if you like what you see, share and subscribe. And we're going to share a couple seconds of us on the beach in Mombasa, where you guys got to ride the camel. Aze'e, until next time.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
will. Yes, you do. Subscribe.